everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another diecast restoration video. I hope you're all keeping well since the last video, and you're all looking forwards to this one. So thanks very much everybody for joining me again this time, and thanks for sticking with me. And if there are any new subscribers, thank you for joining me on my channel. I hope you're going to enjoy the videos if you've just joined. So a bit about today's video. As per usual, it had its ups and downs, this restoration, and as you can see by the title, it's a bit of a Code 3, and this model was very kindly donated to me by Mr. Peter Horton. Another model he's donated to me. I've had quite a few of Peter, and I thought it's about time I got round to doing this one. I've got a few more models from him that are the same series, with various bits missing, so they'll all probably be a Code 3 when I do them. But this was the first one, and I'm quite pleased with the way it turned out. Now, the idea for this one was given to me by, when I was working for the agricultural merchants over here in the 90s. One of the farmers, he had greenhouses, and he liked older trucks, and he had, I think it was 3 carrier Bantams, and one of them was a flatbed. One of them he turned into a curtain sider to take his produce down to the boat, down to the harbour, which, wasn't very big obviously, but it was ideal for what he needed, and it really suited the carrier well. It really looked nice. Now, one particular carrier he had, it was a split screen one, not the full screen. The curtain sider one I think was a full screen, so it was a later one, but this particular one that I've based this model on was the split screen one, and he had this lift made on the back, and what it was, he used to go around the garages and pick up the 50-gallon drums of burnt oil to put in his greenhouse heaters. He had like the heating for his greenhouses. He used to burn the burnt oil basically. So he used to go around and pick up these 50-gallon drums with a carrier. Now what he did, he had this special lift thing on the back, and he'd roll the drums onto them, and then it would lift up and roll onto the back of the truck. And I think 4 or 5 barrels he used to take at a time on there. It was really cool, and I thought this model that Peter donated to me, I thought that's what I'm going to try and do with this one. So that's what it's all about. So this is a Qualitoys by Corgi, and it's a turbine truck, and if you watch the video you'll see what I did. So as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, and see how I got on with this one. Okay, then let's take a closer look at this one. So this is the Qualitoys or Qualitoys by Corgi. So it's a turbine truck series. Whatever was on the back has long since disappeared. Pretty straightforward, this one. The axles are held in by these two bits each side that are pinched together. The wheels, last time I did one of these I just cleaned them in situ with the tyres on, because you can't, I don't know, I couldn't get the tyres off anyway. So yeah, I'll probably just wire brush those and then try and polish them up in situ. I'll see if I grind the axles to get the wheels off the axles. I'm not sure if I'll do that yet. We got 3 rivets, 2 little ones there, which there's not a lot to drill out in those. So I can't remember if I just glued it back in the last one. I don't even think that rivet on that side's holding, because it's, I think my little punch thing with a spring on, that'll just pull it out. And then that's just sort of pushed apart as, you know, something pushed in the middle and pushed apart the tongue that fits in that little groove in the base. And that's all that holds that on. What we're going to do is a code 3 on this one. I've got an idea for it. It will go back pretty much in the same colours, because that's pretty much the right colours for what I want. Some of you might have guessed what I'm going to do by now. The lights, the last one I did, I put jeweled headlights. I drilled them out, but I might stick, I'm not sure if I'll drill them or whether I'll just stick some of the flat, I got some of the flat jeweled headlights flat backed in like a chrome casing, so I don't know whether that'll look alright or whether I need to drill them. I think last time I drilled them. We'll see anyway. Yeah, so let's get dismantling. I'll start off without the tin lid, because like I say, I don't think I'm going to need to drill these. I think that one's pretty much through. I think that one is as well, yeah, look. So this one, might be able to just wiggle it, and I think it'll come. There you go. So there's not much effort needed for that. The base, the interior is hard plastic. I'll give that a paint, give it a bit of detail. That steering wheel looks shit, so I might smooth that off and put one in there. I don't think that's hollow, I think it's just solid, the actual steering wheel, so if I've filed that off there, I think it'll be okay. It's only half a steering wheel, see, it looks shit really. So that's that, that'll go in the ultrasonic cleaner. The window unit just drops in. That's going to need a little bit of sanding and buffing. Got a few scratches and dings in it, but it's not broken, it's not cracked. So that says for the turbo truck. I thought this was a turbine truck. Well, I suppose it's turbo. Right, so that's that. That for the caustic. As you can see, these rivet posts are so very thin. We might get away with a very small drill, I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. But I think they're probably just as well just to leave it and, you know, push them through and just glue them. I think that's probably the best bet. Right, these pieces here, I don't like these pinched axles again. those. Right, big screwdriver. Big screwdriver. Oh, that's a knackered big screwdriver. Don't really know why that's still in my toolbox. Because it is buggered. It is buggered. I thought I might be cocky enough to be able to get that out. But no. Suppose I could use the burr on the drill. Probably won't even need to, just do it like this. With what's left of my screwdriver. That's all it needs, that one. It's not very well put together, this truck, I'm afraid. Just chip the edge off where it's been flattened. That's enough to do it. There you go. That's it. Yeah, so I tell you what, there's probably not much holding the flipping wheels on either. Probably is better to take the axle off, to not, you know, just file it a little bit. Let's see. Well, it's almost there. There you go. Don't take much. Oh, bit of corrosion in that. Pliers. I've got my screwdriver stuck in my drawers jam in my toolbox. That's it. Okay, so that's the first one off. I'll do this one off camera because you're going to be bored with the same thing. And then this will go in the caustic. This will go in the caustic. And that in the ultrasonic cleaner. Probably with the wheels. And then I'll just sandpaper these down and then polish them with Brasso. See how that comes up. Okay, so I've been having a bit of a play before I put this in the caustic. Now I found some little bits and pieces of, well, it was a crane, an old crane with a grab on, so I cut the bits up. I mean, it was no good for anything else. That was the idea of having it. So I cut the bits up. I found an old ram, and I've used one of these, well, a couple of these COVID testing, you know, when you snap them off after you tested for COVID. Use a couple of those. They're a little bit flexible, but it's strong enough for what I need. So I've fixed that up. I've just put a bit of baking powder and super glue to glue them together. I've got to tidy it all up, but that's my idea anyway. and I had these coffee stirrers off of Temu. I've got a whole bag full of them, but they're quite thick. They're not like the ones you get in Costa. They're a lot nicer, and they're sort of smoothed down, so they're a lot better quality. So I've been mucking around, just making a rough body, and that's going to go on there. I've got to finish it yet. It's just, you know, in the mucking about stages. Yeah, so the next thing I've got to do is go over to the 3D printer, and we'll come along. I'll show you. We'll have a look what I'm doing. Well, that's 2 down, 1 to go. Right, so we got our 3 barrels. So what I'm doing, I'm masking this bit and this bit. I need to mask off. So I've got to try and get it in the middle of the ridge, which isn't easy. Especially under the camera, because I can't bloody see what I'm doing when I'm filming it. Okay, so that's that bit. And so the top, yeah, it's got to be yellow, this bit, and the middle, this middle bit, yeah, it's got to be yellow, and the bottom got to be yellow. And then what I'll do, I'll make some water slide decals once this is painted with the red shell emblem, and that the shell, the water slide, they should show up on the yellow still being red with a clear transparent water slide decal paper, so there'll have to be one there, one there, one there and one there, so there'll be four all around the barrel. Okay, so that's what I got to do. So I'm going to do the same with the other two and then do this side. So I'll do the rest of that off camera, and I'll show you when I've got them done, and then I'll go out and I'll paint them. But that'll be tomorrow now. There you go. We've got them all masked up. And all ready now to go and put a bit of primer on, and then obviously the day after I put this on the primer, I'll paint the colour. So I'm going to go out and, well no, I'm not going to go out now because it's getting dark, so I'm going to go out tomorrow when I get back from work and put the primer on that. Okay, we'll see you after that's done. Okay, so I've got this all cleaned up, ready to go, wire brushed. I'm going to put the primer on. This is the body. I've finished making the body. So I've put some filler in the joins in the bits of plank. I'm going to mask this bit, these sides. There's a little lip there, so these two sort of planks, if you like, and in line across the front, and same with those, and the floor. I'm going to mask that off because I want to varnish that. The rest of it will be painted. So I've done the underneath. I've glued some washers inside there with super glue and put the nut inside and glued that in, well and truly glued it in, put some bits around so that I can screw the body on. Now this wood is nice, it stirs, it's quite hard, so I've got a little thread in each of those. I mean the you know, I put the screw in and it made the thread. Obviously I didn't need to tap it because it's wood, but that's enough. As long as I don't over tighten them, that'll be fine to hold the body on. So that's where we are. And this one here, that won't move, that's nice and solid, so that screwed in will really keep it down. This is just because I had a bit of a very slight warp on the body when I made it, didn't quite sit straight, so I need two screws, these two screws in the back, just to keep it straight. You know, it's only a couple of millimeters on one side, but that's enough to keep it all tight around the chassis, if you like. Okay, so I'm going to go and do that. I'll use the filler primer because of this. Yeah, so I'm going to go out and spray the primer. I've just got back from work. Sun's been out. It's been a nice day for a change. The wind has dropped, so it's perfect outside at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'll come back to you when it's done. Right, here we are. I've got the primer on. So that's done, ready. These are all masked up, ready. I've got them on the clamps. I'm going to just put some filler primer on those as well. So the 3 barrels. This bit here is going yellow as before. The cab is going white and the body is going white. Okay, I'm going to go out and do that, and then well, I'll come back to you when it's done. Okay then, 2 things now, and then I'll just put the other light on. I spent a couple of hours yesterday buggering about with these decals. Now this is clear water slide paper. That's what I've been holding. It looks a bit of a lacquer. My thumb stuck to it. Yeah, so I went online and I looked for all the different logos, shell logos, found a few, so I thought I'd print them. Done some different sizes, bit hit and miss. These ones here as the RJ Fleming decals. Peter Horton had asked me if I could print some, and I didn't think I could, but I managed to find a clearer picture, and I've done them, but I think they're a little fraction on the small side, so I might have to redo them, resize them. I've saved all this on a file on my laptop, so you know I can print these out and then I can enlarge them a bit more. I don't know if they'll work out. I'm going to try putting one on before, you know, on one of the machine, you know, the tractor, the bucket that I've got. It's a Corgi one, so I will try it on that first to see what it looks like, and then if they're all right, I'll send them. I'll send a few to Peter. I think I might have to enlarge them a little bit. Okay, so I've got all these, like I say, different shell ones. So I'm going to mess around. These ones I'd done to put on the barrels, on this part of the barrel, but I think they might be a bit on the small side. I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look again on the Google images. So that's that. Now, when I was wire brushing these wheels with a drill, you know, with the Dremel pieces, but I use it in my drill, the friction of the wire brush on the actual hubs softened the wheels and they started to come off by themselves, so I got them off all right. So I've cleaned them up. These are all nice and clean, ready to go back on, the axles and the wheels. So I'm going to see if I can get these tyres back on. I suspect maybe I'm going to have a job to get them on, and because I've put them in this vinyl cleaner, I don't really want to put them back in boiling water again to put them on, but we'll see. I'll see. I don't know if they will go on or not. They might do. Oh yeah, look at that, eh? It pops straight on. Try another one. Put the nicer side outwards. This one might not be so easy. Come on. Come on, baby. On you go. Come on. You'll be careful with your nails, because when you're pushing, your nails marks the tyres. I found that out when I took them off. Oh look, why is this one wanting to be so awkward and stubborn? Oop, there, she's gone, snapped on. So that's cool. So if any of you are thinking of restoring one of these and you can't get the tyres off, put the wire brush on there. Be careful not to push too hard if it actually touches on the tyre, but mine didn't quite touch on the tyre. And then they just get a certain amount of heat in them and they just start to pop off. So that's a way of doing it. Trial and error. You find out these things when you do them. Let's see. See if I can get that one on. Oh, there you go. One more. There you go. They're on. That's cool. Brilliant. I've built this up a bit on the back ramps or lifts with baking powder and super glue. Now I've got to file it all to shape because I want it to look quite, you know, like a nice shape there. I don't want it to look like a load of bits glued together like what it actually is. So I'll carry on shaping that with the files, and then I'll spray it. I'll probably spray it more or less the same colour as what it is there, or very close colour. It's either that or I do them yellow, but I think I'll do it grey. The grey that the shell tankers are, like their chassis. I'll probably do it that, which is very close to the plastic colour in the first place. Okay, so I'm going to mess around with these decals, cut some out and see if they're going to work. Okay. Right, okay then, we're just about ready to put it all together. Now, I'm going to move all this part out the way, put the dual headlights in. Yeah, I'm going to move all these bits out the way because I've got to put the back gubbins on first, the lift onto this. So, move down a bit closer maybe. Right, so I've got the screw in there ready, so I need to put it through the tow hook. It's a bit awkward, this, a bit fiddly. Put a washer on the bottom. And put the nut on, if I can. Now why can't I? It won't, it doesn't, oh, I can't get it on. Oh, it's jammed now. Okay, I think that's going on. Oh, I can't get that to... Can't get that to go right. Might need a little socket actually. I might be able to do it with the pliers. Oh, lot's turning now. Hang on, I've got to find a little socket. Right, okay, I ended up using the pliers because I couldn't find... I got the socket, but I didn't have the handle to go on it the right size, and I can't remember where I put it. Okay, so that's on. Now I've got to put this piece of plastic tubing through these holes here, right through to go through that ram. Now I want to put a couple of springs to kind of hold it in the middle. Oops, and I've got them jammed together. Right, I'll drop this washer. Okay, so what I'd do if I push through one side there, and then put the spring that won't go through now because of the paint, I suppose. It went through before. Keep turning it, it might go in. Nope. Now I've got myself in a pickle. Hang on, I'll take it back out again because it's not going through. Maybe. Okay, so now it's going through now. Right, come on. Oh, it's disappeared through the hole now. Okay, let's get this on. Okay. Push a bit more through. And I want to put this spring On this side, it's a bit of a fiddle. A bit of a fiddle. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get it down there. Don't want to bugger up the paint. Pull this back through a little bit. Pulling the paint off now. Ugh. Can you believe it? Lucky that's going to be underneath the body so you won't see it. Oh, this isn't doing well, is it? No, I'm going to have to pull this out. Oh, I've got it stuck now. Okay, we're through. We're through. Right, so I'm going to snip that off there, get some snips. Snip that off in there, that's it. I'll snip a bit off that. Okay, and then I want to try and melt the ends over. Okay, I'm using this blowtorch now to heat my screwdriver, and then just put it on there. Right, that should do it. Okay. Right, let's put that screwdriver somewhere not to catch fire to anything, or set fire to anything. So I've squashed it down. That one's a bit messy, but the wheels have got to go in there, so I mustn't have anything sticking out too far. Okay, so that's alright, that's working. So far, so good, sort of. Just a bit of chip paint. Okay, I'm going to touch that up now and then we'll carry on with putting it together. Right, okay, we've done that. What I want to do now, I think, do I put the body on or the wheels on? I think I'll put the body on. So, make sure it's in roughly the right place. I won't tighten it right up just yet until I've got the cab put on. So put the screw in there and hope I can get it to bite in the nut. I'm a bit shaky because I've been banging the shovel all day. Okay. Now that's gone wrong, isn't it? I've done something wrong. Don't know. Well, it all fitted before, so is it that? I know what it is. Yeah, it's because I've put the springs on that. I put the springs on that pin, on this plastic peg, and I didn't allow for that. Ah dear, so that's all gone wrong already. Now I've got that stuck there now. So I didn't allow for that. Okay, so I'm going to have to file that a bit. I'll have to file a sort of a half round on that bit. Okay, I'll do that off camera and I'll come back to you. It'll spoil the paint, but you can't see it in there, so hey ho. Okay, so I've done it. I've filed. You can see the half round there. So that should fit nicely now on that. There you go. We need to go back a little bit more. That's too far now. Might be alright. Might be alright. Right, let's get this screw back in. Unfortunately, the washer's chipping the paint. Right, okay. And a washer, small washer, and another screw. I don't want to put that one too tight. Now I've lost a screw. What did I do with the other one? Oh, stuff goes missing. Oh, there it is. I wasn't going to put that body too tight either, was I? Because I had to put the cab on. I had this all so well rehearsed. Trouble with doing like this is I've got the camera right where I need to put my head to see what I'm doing, and then I can't see what I'm doing. Right. Don't want to put it too tight, just enough to hold it flat. Okay, that's it. Got a mark on there now. I'm not doing very well with this. Right. Okay. So what have I chipped doing now? Chipped a bit around there. A little piece on the back there, I'll have to touch that up as well. And then this little bit on here, unfortunately. Perhaps should have left it a bit longer. I lacquered it yesterday, but it might be just a bit still too soft. Right. Right, okay, let's get the cab on. So I've got the window unit, it's been dipped. I had a job to clean it. It seemed to be scratching. The more I did it, the more it seemed to scratch. But it doesn't look too bad after I dipped it. So that's that window unit in first. Then I've got the interior, which hopefully will hold everything in place. Okay, and then see if we can get the cab on there. So we got this tongue piece got to go in that groove there, and it's bent like that a little bit, so it's got to go in that way, which it didn't do. Oh. I've just put my finger in the paint again. Oh, Christ. Okay, that's gone in. Right, let's have another go. White paint. That's twice I've done that now. Trying to get it all done today. Clown. Okay. It's probably going to show now. I've spoilt it a bit, but there you go. Right. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some 5-second fix, I think, on there. Move that out of the way. Yeah, put some 5-second fix on there. I think it's all the way through. I hope it is. And I do want that to be nice and tight. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Or do I just put a bit of super glue on that? I don't want it to cloud the screen. Yeah, I'll put the 5-second fix, I think. Right, let's have a look. Okay, here goes. I'm blowing a lot of bubbles at the minute, not much glue. Not much glue coming out. Okay, there she comes. Put some on here as well. And some on this one. That should do it. the lid on. Okay. Make sure I've got none on my fingers. Okay, here we go. Oh. Right. I'll carry on doing this off camera because my memory card, I've got 2 minutes left on it, so I'll do it off camera. Right, okay, that's it. That done. Now we're going to put the wheels on, which is going to be a bit tricky. Pull them right to the end because I don't want to bugger up the cab. Can't get that in there. Cripes. Oh, gonna have to take that out again. Ay, 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 ay. Now I've got it stuck, and I've got it stuck. I've got it stuck, I've got it stuck. Let me try this one. Right, okay, that one's in. Let's try and get the back one in. Okay, that's in. Oof. And I'll put some 5-second fix on that as well. I'll do that off camera. Because you've seen me do it before and it takes forever. Right, so okay, what I want to do is put some jeweled lights on, some jeweled indicator lights. So I've got one here, they're the sticky kind. See, I got it off of this sheet. And I think what I'll do is put them like that. Just on the side so that, you know, it's sticking out like that. So that will be like the front ones because there's nowhere really to put them otherwise. So put them in line with the headlights. Get another one off here. There we go. Stuck to my hand now, my finger. Right, oh, dropped it. Yeah, okay, I've got to find it. Okay, I found it. Got it back again, so I've got to try and put it in the same place as that one, so it's not always easy. Something like, oh God. Okay, so that's those two on, and I want to put some on the back. So I've got this sheet of smaller ones, and I've got a dark red, a lighter red, and then the orange for the indicator. So I'm going to use those, so I'll just put these others away. Right, okay, I've got the back ones on. So that's that. Right, well, let's try out the lift on the back. Got the barrels all finished. One on. Two on. Three on. Just lift it up a bit so I can push that further forward there. So that makes it quite nice and tight. A nice tight load. Okay then. Well, that's it then. Right, so what I'm going to do is the same as usual. I'm going to go and do a few outdoor shots. I've just got back from work and it's a lovely day outside, lovely sunny weather, a bit nippy but nevertheless very nice and fine. And like I say, I'll do the outdoor shots and then I'll put it on the turntable so we can compare before and after again, and yeah, that'll be that. So I do hope you've enjoyed this one, you like what I've done with it, and if you have really enjoyed it, then please join me again in a couple of weeks' time for another die-cast restoration video. So until then, please take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Cheerio for now. Bye bye. Abato.